The Sierra Leone Civil War by me.
Me.
And me. What was the Civil War in Sierra Leone all about?
The why and the when. The war began in 1991 when RUF began their campaign against Mamo. Conflict between RUF and Joseph Mamo is the main reason why the war began. Ahmed Tehan, elected president in 1996, signs a peace accord. The peace treaty unravels in 1997, and the war ends in 2002.
This war had affected Bea's home and life. It wasn't until refugees started passing through our town that we began to see that it was actually taking place in our country. Families who had walked hundreds of miles told how relatives had been killed and their houses burned.
The damage. Scarred by a rebel invasion, roads were scattered with potholes and craters. RUF destroyed entire schools. People looked to the government for help to rebuild, and they did nothing for the people.
Ishmael's town had been ruined by the war. All of the doors were broken and the house was torn apart. The house, like every other in the town, had been looted. Women were also forced into the war. They were forced to do chores and to fight. They were raped and beaten daily. You just got used to it, said Laura Conte, a victim of the war.
Over 50,000 people were slaughtered during the Sierra Leone Civil War. Men, women, and children had their lives taken extremely rapidly by the RUF and even by the Sierra Leone's government. The last casualty that we saw was a woman who carried her baby on her back. Blood was running down her dress and dripping behind her, making a trail. Her child had been shot dead as she ran for her life.
So what? Why should we care about this war? Children were stolen from their families to fight. Innocent people were killed. Violence was brought upon people who did not deserve it. They gave young kids drugs to suppress their humanity.
The Civil War, originally about the government, turned into senseless fighting that ruined many lives.
Citations!